FC no no any kind now Osha how game no koya brought many staff Asante Kotoko fans episode omuhu one thing at this season after Dr. Ogumu train home coach Zito be fair juma na machine so say one Kotoko je ball no mo co-opponent in half no mo chew kwam a very sloppy transition very sloppy transition from Kotoko half to the opponent half no they've been very much lethargic. Some of the times, and I keep questioning the systems. Yeah, no coaching the come. Yes. Yeah, my main clarify the way. Sana Shadrack ready or the video that also. Na yashimuka kra. Na your tactics and your principles. Your tactics and your principles. Tactics near the structure. Now what do you call kujina field in so. And the principles near the best shape your behavior within the system. So Kotoko line up for the game no it was a shape me difference the changes kakrabam 3-man attack na kwa mpoku abetamu ana saka dauda na abetamu no coach Zito no koto ni fanfa so ba bia na chedwamna ana say yeah chedwamna ode kokoto no di fa fam ho na me complain na me kasa say me hu mirika ho one ability bia me hunu from a winger and as a wide forward mu o make changes abetamu na da ho na say ha no de saka dauda to ase a na kwa mpoku e da top na the typical 4-3-3 no or a lone anchor, which makes it very different from 4-3-3 to a typical 4-1-2-3. 4-1-2-3. Two no, babaya and intimanu. Now one no, Samba O'Neal. Meaning say by zone and by length of the pitch. Samba O'Neal or Babia or Bedina grow. No a jack intimanu na babaya coin. I'm one supporter trainer wa attack no. But for Dreams FC, they also played a similar formation bia 3-man attack no na all bought Joseph so edna gina frenechi that made a typical diamond attack from Dreams and of course the first line because and na so share ya Joseph so and sometimes na all bought only the line no but Kotoko back four no necessary oh hold on mami abe me the Shadrack o she Kotoko TV so Kotoko back four no na wo no but we no a shadow back for coach ni place ni di hu nkomo dressing na ye ni ho. But you share game no who said this is the typical back four. So at this point, Patrick has said do so ball left back for Kotoko. But to a and until I'm saying tactics are different from the principles, you know. By the principles of the game, Patrick Beko and Nimako during the second phase of the build-up. Not the first phase, you know, or not Samba now the midfielder and best support two Nigerian anymore. Or not drop it about so actually for me and so yeah. She formation way Dean for Coach Bibo Binan saying. Champions League final the both here in Milan. Make up Pep Guardiola. Natanaki mo a back friend or not the John Stones anymore. Until Zito epicate this copy now. John Stones no here in Samba O'Neal. Na me say direction. No pushing fullbacks no. Amomoko to create wave and expansiveness. So Obo play now Patrick has said do better form another triangle with Babaya. And of course, some of the attackers na done him no in Saka Dauda. So Shadrack bo play no quickly. Now amama hu adie say Kozito Baya Dr. Ogum Koye no. Ono a wo break kakra anka league ni nko akira enko be hu squad we yi pa. It's my catcher say Patrick has said you started game no by the tactical shape no as a left back. But baby owo this is a triangle and make kan wasem. Saka Dauda Babaya as the moving number 10. No be so left back no so no nya that trio. No just Samba actually. At this point Babaya was say idea. Samba na Sunday ball no dey anaka one midfield obe adwuma no ono ye intim manu. So what who the roles ne principles and how they keep changing. Samba stays. Baba maneuvers in midfield. Now in Timanu I box to box. So on really yanko. Dreams and Kotoko ball one of the best games I Kotoko about this season. But equally one of the bad games I'm a share from Dreams a fee pan game no born ra. Oma mbo mo modern. Now at some point you know na se Samba O'Neal gina ho na Justice Blade gina na Patrick say do gina dia na Dreams I mo bokra. Na Dreams in baby on the board because you have the back four intact and compact. Yet Samba as a central defender and as a gina man back five. It Dreams a conversation on the body be first room. There was one movie be on the body on that consolation go one man here for one. But talking about the distribution levels of Samba O'Neal and not surprising man for the movement, how he decides the game. Now, one baby Ojabon Samba O'Neal. He is playing as a DM.
Born a done and no ball.
Only born a ball. Onim ball na ball te say central defender ka so onim ball na ball na de bia Kotoko de ye dreams and America ho asem kire no won say Kotoko back forward wo ho no na hu say dreams for ntimi impress but she dreams show TV no so Kotoko do say na wa ha two pe but these two no e be mu fra kire ba my dreams pressure or dreams half ha to force them into creating a lot of errors
Halina
into no Zito Gina dreams for no so obo no ma hu say he is facing the former team.
it means only momo dada
and na me catch festival say coach Zito power babia na dreams for Saturday Samba asa be gina ni mu na dreams for apart from the tactical knowledge of Zito no dreams for na mu so no mo nyaade hwe box no and na performance refer Dortmund done do baba yara na de or the game no check Krobia ball but I wanted to see a better performance from Dreams 2 for 2 in the box but crossing the quad the timer who organization who anything and whenever Dreams have the ball around their own box na aya hopopo I'll be telling you a lot about IE but as you ever share goes
no sure so say how I got a boy and the surprising dreams are no more.
All right, and if you ever be a dream, because
the chair it looks like on him the Kotoko
okay,
but still one yet.
Okay,
you get it. But how could once the one can say how we use when might have confused them to know how to go about it.
You're so right to question about you and Friday the TV so this is Dreams 4-5-1 shape without the ball. Born in great dreams with a drum catch a ball actually 5 solid. Let 15 for no one striker. But Shadrack in Boplin in Shadia Kitwabi. You see the shape 4-5-1, but in between the lines, check the positioning of Kotoko players. So 4-5-1, but the gaps between the lines are too huge and wide.
The second phase of Dreams defense, I was saying Kotoko players nechi.
A Taraso at Simeoni bought low blocks. I mean, you wanna gap wemu. And a coaching. Now, ball when it's down to concentration and awareness.
There's a a
ball. Me share full game now. And I'm more questions. I'm going to Zito, but never record. Now, let's talk about concentration from Dreams defense. Shabo will say, Jordan Denny say crosses, but a ball ni free call, never be a corner. Nina equally important. So, Patrick has said you connected to Kwampoku just in front of IE. Now, Oshe baby a goal scorer na abetamu ani free banwa. Nobody absolutely. And I join abetamu.
The destination of the ball.
The destination of the ball.
We penna we
so no senior player. So binko. Oshe referee left na. Eso jina ho. Say so otene ne nsa hwe.
Otono nsa no jina yele. Oh man, now born what jina.
Born shewi ya.
Wono what jina. Yes, the last time he can Egypt angle for boy na
Shadko.
Who's the car a mama shoe, right?
Yes.
Near can answer. So about 2, so about 8, so about 10, so about 7, so about 11. Baby,
yeah, Jumano. But yeah, Shadi be she boxing. Patrick said, "Do na target no." But she Patrick and then a partner and him pair. You two defenders in the hono. And at this point, Bonacci abegina near post. Until you know what 20 point away. And behind you,
there's empty pool
virtually. And behind you two defenders and watch original and not the catch awareness anticipation make it for become mommy. So Dreams and no so I had another question Dreams on one kasa as a team ne omo performance but Shadrack in rolling in the anchor. So yo and no Dreams consider come you know so either in the box individual errors or in 10 overs na counter at 20 in 10 overs ya bra lose possession you kind of technically 10 over it mo kwasha Kotoko no mo Kotoko kromo no ma je omu po no ato ho na Kotoko nya ball na counter quickly now watch this ball who say Kamara and the pass ball no so who Kamara Shadrack betimi asam ahwe but who di ayenko from Kamara this is Kotoko build up watch this smooth verticality incisiveness I mean finishing Nigeria you know oga
I don't know was it last week Moka
Shadrack nyina keeper no ho na
ya say moko Koroko training wada ko jacha na
Shadrack nyina keeper no ho ya
less than 2 touches
okay
like no more than 2 touches who shall say no more the ball no corner don't know right no originally be maybe twia be o control enana pa
verticality and a diagonals they all can say friend no verticality means also show straight. It will keep an to say that say
Yeah.
It will keep no to DM no a verticality and unconscious
and now good.
But for midfield no and vertical be called diagonal. It's a verticality and then diagonals. The from keeper no or straight to DM no and send a DM no I redistribution. A BM team. Now finally mumu be no masabe kamotria in the final third. This build up no I feel say Kotoko say on YouTube channel no how much we say and fan for 1 minute be or 10 seconds be. Way a smooth build up. Watch the goalkeeper, you keep it in here. Now me who say Kotoko press dreams some of my errors. Look, in your vertical pass.
Too many touches.
I mean quick transition. Yeah, I'm breaking dreams line of defense, you know. The goalkeeper saved it, but it was half saved. I got watch you one more shot to crack and ball number 20. Calm down, bruh. The verticality of the build up from keeper to the DM, you know. Wow. And then the diagonals, the switch out to the expansive.
Someone is happy ball.
Yeah, senior man. No both says will be any. So watch this. Oh no say about you know now I got watch if you know how ba.
I say you too oh bad oh kind of quick I don't show about 6 or maybe just mean say back baby na over 6 am I know how you maybe.
So yeah,
Martin
but they had a great game.
Well, Steve, Brian, I remember Michael.
You see, I had the issue about Kotoko games, you know, this season.
Oh, the enemy Miss Mimi say be also we on your so frame, you know. No, on the news confirm because
made huge concerns about listening to Ghana Premier League tactics. Let them continue.
Yeah. No, yes, I'll be say. Who's on no frame? It's me say bia. Aha, to also okay na until na oda be. Me cry the side na cry there. Mo say baby na 6 no.
Oda we line up am Zito.
League now say open.
Share open pa. And the selections bo.
So obi abo na cut 3 matches.
I cut 3 selections.
Nations was remind I cut 3.
3. So unim say individual errors around the box Emma Kotoko dreams a lot of errors pa na counter attacking situations be bring so TTR dreams are and Kotoko nya those chances but offsides to be simu ye fa embo ye referee for no notice kakra because but all said and done Kotoko see a lot of few errors so dreams any opportunity who say go na here discussing oni je pa Mashadra can coach in a go we say Mashadra can coach.
Coach any.
On connect to go. The build up, everything that surrounds this goal. FSC BBR. On say on connect chika crabbing ka hon. Dreams in a baba Kotoko. On coca cranka hon. Uncle, don't worry. This is it. Your dreams in a baba Kotoko. And so Oko and some Hokocha will be.
Sometimes 2-1 memoir shit.
You 2-1 dreams a pile more pressure. Then Kotoko won the ball in their own half. And you okay quicker transition until I'm the coach, you know. It's a winning ball no. A man trade dreams.
I don't know say Z12 training na ampa.
Oh. Omo ko dream so.
Not more than 2 touches. Shark Sanko achibi.
Babi na e so 2 ampa hono.
O 2 ampa hono ball be o dey 1.
Onko
okay o dey higher.
Enu ni.
Aha, o dey shasene count.
Hold it here. Kotoko sign the box room. Onko na chiki to ni kan. 5 ba ko ho. Aha enu ni ba ko ho. Babi e so 2 ampa no so mo 6 enu ni. Now count from here. Now this is it. 6. So you have this place here. Now they win the ball during the time opponent they recovered. Dreams are 3 so comparatively mathematically dreams don't run away actually. What I say 3 I mean is one kind so let 7 so it's a 2 ampa on away. The next attack and me recover. Kotoko then recovered and almost started attacking.
Not to cut you, but
dreams no. I feel the only dream 6 a frame with just 1 pass.
So
can I see.
What the amount going to buy here from there? Mezamo Bekana last week said Z2 training ground so. Shark Sanko back name me drew and fin born say na Koroko play and a pequeni happen. Also you saw Bojina saw the man or country and a qua we to country and a bag. So they only can be attaches 1 or 1 2 shall we so dear 1 control 1 2 shall we 1 or worse
now they break the whole line. Now this they break virtually the backbone of Dreams team, you know. I feel Dreams as an attacker in about 5-6 seconds turns as defenders. I want to be defenders or more chasing ball, but they were attackers just about 6 seconds ago. and a kwampuku fa boy out of nowhere, but two touches, you know, so the ball no Kotoko. So Kotoko attack, you know, more they've moved from possession demon under Dr. Ogum. Sometimes they don't keep ball na at their back a leveler. Yeah, possession demon. I mean, say Dr. Ogum now he loves to keep the ball. Sin the Zito elbow. Zito is more direct, but Ogum averagely had about 60% almost all the time against the opponents. You know, now Kotoko attack. Yeah,
because from the more training, no one more but from the last week, I'm and no age man. But you say, Obi Kwari Abasen Wakwana Zito shouted 2 touches or touch line. Because you said the air counter no 1 second delay. SABV. It's Kotoko ya bomo baso munye defense ni ye because dreams in your chances few ones bia na ometimi dia punish Kotoko yaw ye hwe anima nyina chi no sometimes ade aya ye ka ho asem na me be kire wi some uhun say Samba na ball 6 hwe TV no so na hwe ade aha na me ball eso ne how omu yi Samba free 6 o ma omu nya adago no omu suma ni pasa ko yi Samba free ho hwe ba bia ni asa
oh pani ye ni nkombo yi you can't predict Kotoko. Oh sir, yeah, Samba na tag na white no, it's on a blue no. It's almost say Samba ni chasing number 9 no, which naturally number 9 is somebody. But almost 16 in chair. Number 9 is somebody. You have 2 defenders just behind you. It's 9 in your order. The 9 is for one of the defenders, but no kodi na nachi. Shadabo playing in yanko. Odi na nachi no jive zone 14 no 2 nachi. But Intim Manu was nowhere to be found. So the space found a saw rather. Oh, maybe a pass in Akwakoyeno. Now this is how their game, their goal came about. Wow. They had to move Samba from that zone. Now it's any opportunity now about the fetch and it was a sweet move at that time. No, we are I mean, Intim Manu about car Samba Onel and Chay. You can see that on your screen. And it's no, are you free? And the zone 14 has belonged to the best number 10s and the best number 6s in the world of the football ever since Amakelele share Ronaldinho catch and say sawa or twice a ball now ball Spain 100 year me na ball 6 you be that work so 6 in number 10 of 100 year area how you there now you check your deal offside and you offside if we dey here will be an infant
there here
Kwampoku na that arc na ho na obiti defender no baba ya na dey atare ne nsa na wonya nja ball no offside and I send you offside.
My draw line in the
line in the
but we need the
Monday no.
Okay, some say right.
Before at the time of the kick.
But say ni there, say na no mo be fa before.
Man ko na chi so be no. Me keep person hwe motion no. Ansa no dey abesi so. It is ko ja betisi.
Okay, say ni.
Eni. After some few seconds, I'm poking at the arc and just watch the image. I mean, the lines man, he can never have this judgment right. Or your offside.
Wow. They can't get it all right. Maybe one of those days.
Yes, and after this, there's another. No, but sometimes,
yeah,
sign of humanity. Yeah, sign of humanity. Kotoko, no, don't match 6. Into when I second toilet, what's our massa, and I watch this one as well. Watch this. When they made the line number 2, because now I could make the line hammy, which we made the line number 2 mama. Now I should say you're offside and I say you're offside. Fancy.
Well, I know so that's a machine. If now draw and come on, I'm boy.
Defender and the striker and that's run on your offside.
Or off
and your offside. And so, Marco to question the
human error.
If I want and Bonnie will
almost have phone into a young.
So Zito is doing some great job. Dance Park is next. League in your competitive. Now this is not check last performance chart in the Dutch. Your performance chart in the Dutch. Kotoko performance chart in the Dutch has said no. This season Kotoko hasn't left the top 10 this season. This season Kotoko hasn't left the top 10. Contrastingly, Dreams in your top 5 the whole season.
Then it means before the game now obvious. And
obviously
form guy. Whoa. And I face Steve Bray.
Yeah. I know it was a beautiful game, man. Share players. Footballers be from afar. Who are more quality, but translating the quality of more onto field in the Juma or so more, brilliant. New actually about I think the fourth goal, how it came about. But through that process, one player na me person me born abaso, and that is in team menu. You see, usually of a typical Ghanaian Premier League player, ka ball ne buy one the box no obi pressing no, obe panic ya ball, a balloon ball no. But keeping the composure, the right pass. Ni ame ball no to wa ebetimi at transit team nintem. Into share share the video no to one. Pass and say and on Nigeria no be rush no anchor usually omobobo ball not to baby, but he kept his composure and ultimately finding ne partner and also a transit ball no echo share. So you give credit to them, and it was a very entertaining game. A game and the energy levels of Kotoko ultimately obi even with the goalkeeper just 2 touches, and it was a good game, and now he has supporters. But the only negative about Kotoko game is the empty seats na a very poor. And
that
has been Kotoko.
Samba.
Yes. Ball in the elbow, but sending on Bebano. Na a issue a hard dream. So I don't quite idea. I feel say the next game now against Baby any Go Stars a crucial. This is a gamer. I was a league holders na I say handless no a man of priority where a game I was say by now promo next started from the quarters of the Premier League from home team no and obia this is a game in here the national security apparatus because a lot is at stake. This is a game I was here promoting the year more be or walk around baby any be be a crucial game.
Stadium there baby any dance park or the make sure say there be.
Yes. I also be at me
dance park the make sure say there be.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was question money raising ticket.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also my yes almost raising. I also almost started proper promo.
Yeah.
And yes I will transfer and but also also at the effort into game because a venue Kotoko show more order. Yeah. Kotoko show more 1-0 league. And o ma show Kotoko 2-1. Na Kotoko asan share the FA Cup. Where you baby any nti baby any nya baby a Kotoko kwa usuro. But a very entertaining game because we Ghana Premier League na team ekuta mature players. Our league in me baby any Go Stars. They have those names say you can say bobo team say quality omukuta idea. I also ultimately ended the season with a trophy. But ultimately make it that step. And they have another Kotoko names, legends. Godwin Ablodi. Our the team no. No sound from Paul Manso. So again, everything leading up to the game. Nature say we a classical, we a proper classical. Every season, I'm expecting FA President's match with the Omishebi. We a classical also. Ultimately by witness. I'm expecting the Blasters coach, so you're around that. This is the kind of game I would say projecting.
Because so I'll be 3 points in the Biano, or stand a chance. Depending on other results, we basically the league.
Kotoko the league no who be baby any affair no over here be. But Kotoko
the pressure to be any force.
Every Kotoko coach they say until the end it's never over. So yes, I think so be fair no. I say it's never over until it's over. So also Basse will prove a point, and he's a celebrated coach. What GFA Cup leader will lead most teams in the Ghana Premier League. Most of the talents at what Ghana League, coach a friends Karim Zito and our Eteo. It is all about player be quality. And yes, or kind of qua. He knows what he's saying. So where a gamer also be any eco but fancy, you have credit in my house of folk. This is the second season in a row. Omako Brekum. Last season was 3-1. This season
since 2018.
Yes.
They've not lost and they've not even considered the goal of Brekum since 2018.
Yes. Samuel Bodu Krasem.
But when yes. Also previously a draw, goalless draw. But when 2 seasons only the 4 goals and the amomo. And coach and friends said Samuel Bodu conceded those goals. The first round or Sancho. So credit to House of Folk and the execution of goal, no. maybe me share highlights in many ajo. The intelligence. Yes. The assist and the control no. The assist and oma chess or share premiership you know or apply. Quality.
On your pitches near me place no more quality. I'm born a ball.
Oh, maybe I'm running Premier League now. That would be my basic requirement. Or park and your papa, may you a free
every president say me I'm catch no.
What's up?
So on your say clubs and see can ball one for my pitches my one.
Sorry for obeying such Gregory. Honestly, winning against us now.
FA Cup for the
winning against us that. Dembia 8 matches Nina it has not ended in victory for Brecum Chelsea. So a hard drain. I think that they will need to work on it but some so to the watching to us. But Carella ni omo resurgence no. They always find their mojo after week 30. Udi agro Carella be media. Yeah. Oh, last season, last 4 matches or picking 9 out of available 12 points. They always research in the closing stages to save themselves. And one of my shots, I know they drew a Mike.